2 weeks ago, Lucie asked me, what's the biggest climbing gym in Spain? I don't know. I only climb outdoors. So I took to Google, and with a little bit of sleuthing, we ended up here at Sharma Climbing Gavà in Barcelona. Let's go inside and see if this really is the biggest and best climbing gym in Spain.
Sharma Climbing Gavà sits inside a massive 4-story building. A single day pass set us each back €16, which is pretty pricey by Spain standards, so we'll have to decide a little bit later if it's worth it. This climbing gym is home to a huge variety of climbing routes ranging from beginner all the way to 8C+, some as high as 20 meters tall. In the back of the gym, they have what I believe is the full-size speed climbing wall. I've actually never seen one in real life before, so I'm not quite sure why the left and right sides aren't exactly the same, but I'm thinking that one is for adult climbers and one is for youth competitors. I thought it was really cool that this gym has at least a dozen or so routes set up on top rope, so if you aren't a fan of auto belays but didn't bring your cord, you still have the option to enjoy some of the fantastic route setting. Still inside this main room, we have their beautiful competition wall, which is great for hosting competitions because you can have a huge audience cheering on. Their auto belay section is just above on the second floor with a couple of dozen or so different routes. On the ground floor, we also have the first of 2 bouldering rooms, this one with this really unique ship-like feature that allows route setters to set some cave and overhanging problems. In the back, there's some easier problems for kids. The main bouldering and training room is on the second floor. Pinches, slopers, slabs, overhangs, coordination climbs, anything you can imagine is probably there. The only thing that was a little bit awkward about this layout was the training setup, which felt like everything got kind of shoved in the back corner as an afterthought. All the main tools are there though, a beautiful spray wall, a Kilter Board, the campus, and a bunch of different hangboards with different size rungs. On the upper floors, they've got their corporate offices and this full-size gym where you can do cardio, lift weights, TRX training, stretching, or even take a yoga class.
I'm definitely not leaving without trying some rocks. But first, let's get warm up.
The blue hold is off.
What?
That holds off. Doesn't count. I'm so thankful that Sharma Climbing here in Gava has air conditioning. Today in Barcelona, it is 38 degrees, almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It is blazing hot, and thankfully also, most of the rock gyms here in Spain have only liquid chalk, which is absolutely terrible when it's super hot because your hands just get super grimy in the holds. But here we're able to use any kind of chalk that we got. I'm super pumped. Lucie forever down climbing the boulders because she's scared to jump.
Well, sometimes, but not here. It's just for my back, because I'm getting old.
Like a lot of commercial climbing gyms in Europe, Sharma Climbing has opted for a sliding scale when it comes to their bouldering grades. Apologies for the shaky footage here. The first 3 climbs that you saw were all green tags. Just as a point of reference for our American friends, a 6A on the V scale is around a V2, and a 7A would clock in somewhere around a V6. Super cool that this gym included a wildcard tag to indicate that the boulder problem could be anywhere from a VB all the way to a V13. However, I typically don't prefer these sliding scales, especially as we look over at that black tag, because there's absolutely no way you could ever compare a 7B side by side with an 8B.
A little bit crimpy overhanging, looks like it could be anywhere up to 6C+. Will Lucie flash? This volume is really spooky going for the top hold. It feels like you're gonna slip and just eat it for your crotch. I'm still fresh, just 2 months off of that finger injury. So I was a little bit worried there on those yellow crimps. I don't know if you could see, I was 2-finger crimping those, but a really beautiful slab climb. It's really nice to have access to just quality commercial setting that we don't really have where we live. Pretty surprised with these boulders.
Well, we chose the red one behind me because it's open hand, so for Alex it's better. But I'm not sure I can do this one. It looks a little bit more tricky. So let's give it a try.
I think Lucie's about to get pumped. Come on. Trust it. Come on. Come on. Go for it. Yeah, come on. One more.
Welcome to civilization.
Oh, sick.
Yeah!
Nice sand. What was the crux?
The hardest move for me was in the middle because it's very open hand and I definitely prefer to crimp. So I wasn't very comfortable. I think I did it a bit harder than it is, but I did it. So that's the most important thing.
Let's play Who Climbs It Better?
Biceps power. Wow. Yeah.
I got really lucky that this is a jug. I didn't climb that very well at all.
Let's try something a little bit harder.
Lucie's getting ambitious. She's gonna try a purple tag. Could be anywhere from a 7A to 7B plus. Looks pretty crimpy, but those volumes are so gorgeous. Well, slippy crimps. Ooh. Lucie's getting back into her comp kit era. Come on. Come on. Keep fighting. Come on. Super solid. Come on. Trust it. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, next one looks pretty good. Go big.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do it.
Foot up, right foot up and go. Oh no, that was so good. The hold there at the top looks like it's a pretty decent in-cut crimp. I think Lucie just had to get her right foot on this hold and make it jut up. I think she would have done the problem.
No.
No? Ooh, that's far. You gotta jump, I think, Lucie.
I'm not gonna jump. Let's try another one. What's your first impression?
I am just mind blown at the size of this gym. I mean, we kind of knew that it was the biggest climbing gym in Spain, but when you walk in, you just look up and the routes are just so impressive. They're tall. We bumped into our friend that's a route setter here, and he said that there are over 100 or 150 routes, and they only have a setting team between 3 and 6 setters, which is just super impressive that they're able to maintain that amount of climbing routes and keep things fresh. If you're coming here to get strong, you can definitely do it. One thing that I was a little bit surprised about is I was expecting a little bit more boulders. There's definitely a ton of boulders here, but this feels like this is the place you're gonna come if you're gonna do routes. What was your first thought when you walked into the gym and saw how big it was?
Wow. Yeah, I would say wow. I'm not sure I've seen a gym this big.
Do you think that the gym has a lot of variety in holds and
oh, definitely. Yeah, we can see
grades?
that they try to set boulder with different type of hold, and the crimpy one, slopey one, dual techs. I think the variety is very interesting.
I think this not only is the biggest climbing gym I've ever seen in my life, but it might be one of the best climbing gyms in Spain for sure. We've already both said to each other that I think we're going to come back to this climbing gym, not only because of its sheer size and quality and volume, but it's in kind of the Barcelona suburbs, so the parking's easy. They have a huge bar area where you can have like snacks and beers and chat with friends. It's a really cool place. I'm super bad at reading beta on gym climbs, so I thought it'd be cool to try out this pink boulder that's a red tag, so it should be within my grade limit, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's got some like no text, dual text, no text.
Something like this.
There's some crimps that are turned upside down, and you have to grab the slippery part. And then up top, I don't really know what to do. There's a giant volume, and I think I'm gonna have to play around with some like meat hook moves. There's just some really cool cross moves there in the middle, and the Routsiders were really kind. I was expecting the top hold to be kind of like slopey, but if you knew where to grab it, the top is actually a pretty good jug. Come on. Come on. One more. Come on. Nice.
I just skipped the sloper to do the boulder. I went for the crimp. Love crimps.
Was it hard to flash that one? Was there any
No.
hard move?
No, because I went for the crimp.
What grade would you give it? It's supposed to be a red tag. Do you think it was hard?
I would say maybe 60.
If you haven't learned by now from watching other videos, you should never, ever, ever trust Lucie when she's climbing, because Lucie has a talent of making, especially the moderate grade boulders, look really, really, really easy. And then you try them and they're not really, really, really easy. They're definitely not V2 in your gym when you try them. Only when she tries them.
Can you explain what just happened?
It's a cordy climb with open hand holds, so I thought it'd be a great idea. And I'm absolutely terrible at cordy problems. Coordination problems are one of those things that get like better and better and better until you understand the movement. Everything finally clicks. But it's weird because I don't feel like I'm using any kind of strength right now. I think I need to do like a foot shuffle in the volumes.
Oh, nice.
I'm a calm kid at 35, almost 36 years old. I still got it. It's all about having fun at the rock gym.
Go without using it, this. Yeah. What happened? Can you explain?
Well, there's a right hand crimp and I wanted to skip it. And Lou said, yeah, you can probably skip it. And then I tried to jump, but this foot I'm looking for excuses.
Yeah.
This foot is dual text, and I had my foot here and not here on the grippy part. And off I went.
Come on. Nice. Yeah, come on. You did it.
I totally should have flashed that. I'm really glad I didn't have to use that right hand crimp. It would have made the problem a little bit easier and like flowier, but I was able to find a workaround beta. Come on. Ooh, tricky trickies. Come on. Nice, Lucie. Come on. Ah, cool, shoulder move. Come on. Come on. One more, come on. Ah, yeah. Come on. Come on, go for it, it's a jug. Oh, sick work.
That was nice. That was funny to climb. I like the pinch.
Lucie's crushing the red tags today. Nice work.
Yeah. Come on. Nice. Come on. Oh.
I think I need to go like 1-2 for that move.
Should I try or no?
I think you should try. I was a little bit bummed because I really wanted to try a purple tag today, which is supposed to be between a 7A and a 7B plus. A little bit more of my grade range. But pretty much all of them, except for this climb, have right-hand crimps. But this one doesn't. Pretty cool. I'm worried for the top move too. So we'll see if there's a coordination move here. Maybe a coordination move up top.
First move, move looks how?
Drop knee left, and go for it. It's good. Yeah. Oh, she didn't even cut feet. Oh, she cut feet. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah, come on. Oh.
We're so not used to do this.
Sorry, is that right? Is it a coordination move?
I think yes. It's just, we don't know what to do with our body. So we just try, but it doesn't work very well.
For the last few months, we've been really embracing this new phrase of kicking goals against the other team. It's kind of hard to translate between Spanish and English. But basically, when one person is able to do a boulder or a move and the other person can't, we say that you scored a goal. And
Like in football.
Yeah, like in soccer.
Yeah.
And I think Lucie really wanted to score a goal on me right now. Squeeze more.
I need to squeeze more. It's a second.
I just want to make an excuse right now. It doesn't even feel like it's climbing. Not in my complicated area anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I've changed my excuse to now it's really, really hot. I think we'll do one more try on this one. And then white flag it.
Nice. Come on. Nice. Come on. Yes.
There's no way that's gonna happen. There's a really cool move though. It's just too hot. And I'm not strong enough or coordinated enough to do this boulder right now.
Come on. Yeah.
That was a cool boulder. Lucie and I are gonna have a little fun. We picked out a couple of routes that we're gonna try, and we're gonna see who's going to get higher on these routes. So place your bets. Let's see who climbs higher.
And your fun fact of the day is Lucie actually used to be a youth competition climber. Growing up, Lucie traveled all around France competing in sport climbing competitions, so I thought it was really cool to put these videos side by side where you can really see how Lucie's technique just prevails as she's going to on-site this route. Pay close attention on her arm positions and body positions compared to mine, where I'm just pulling as hard as I can with brute strength.
Can you just explain what you did?
I did a 7A, and I can definitely say that we are not used to do some routes. I'm already pumped, but I'm really happy that I'm still able to do a 7A. And I did this route on site. I'm so surprised. That feels good to do some routes.
You gonna on-site this?
Don't think so. It looks a little bit harder than the other one. The other one was quite basic crimp, and this one looks like you have to cross match, undercling. So
It's also a 7A plus.
yeah, and I don't think I'm at the end of the session I'm gonna do this one, but let's try.
Alright, so I was a little bit overambitious hopping on this route, and I think it was just a little bit too crimpy for this point of my finger injury recovery process, but I wanted to give it my best, and I didn't make it very far. I'm already suffering going through these blue crimps, pretty much trying to two-finger crimp with my right hand on everything. With the goalie down for the count, Lucie easily kicked the ball into the net on this one, but excuses aside, I think Lucie probably still would have scored a goal on me even if I had two healthy hands. Once again, you can see that Lucie's technique is far superior to mine. She does a really good job weighting her feet and just making the moves look absolutely effortless. She also knows how to chalk up and just give it her all until her hands explode.
Were you pumped or did you make an error?
Both, because I did a mistake lower, and I can't even speak, and it's so hot.
Amazing session here at Sharma Climbing Gavà. I think this is by far one of the biggest climbing gyms in Spain and perhaps one of the best climbing gyms in Spain. I don't know about you, but for me it is a 5-star gym. Definitely a must visit if you're here in Barcelona. If you made it this far in the video, definitely subscribe, leave us a comment down below, and until next time, happy climbing.